Peace and blessings, my YouTube family. Today I want to make a video specifically to talk to my goddesses out there who might be trying to conceive. Did you know that you can use gemstones to help you get in touch with that feminine, grounded energy? One of the most important things that they tell you when you're trying to conceive, well, from the natural perspective anyway, is that you need to have a more grounded energy in your body. You need to, what you're doing is you're creating this kind of foundation, a strong bottom, if you will, to grow something inside of, right? So the easiest way to think about it is to think about like a plant. The plant is rooted, it's grounded in the earth, and then that foundation is what's used to bring forth that new life, right? So we are just another creature here on this earth, and we need to do the same thing in our own way. And so one of the things that I want to recommend is using gemstones and crystals to tap into that really grounded earthy energy. And I found personally that I feel more connected when I'm using these crystals. I feel the difference between when you're trying to conceive, like you have, I don't know, your mind can be all over the place doing research and just trying to like find out what you should be doing. And that's specifically for someone who's trying to conceive, because when you're not trying to conceive, it just happens and you're like, oh, okay, I'm pregnant. Didn't know that was coming. Or maybe you did. When it's an objective and you've tried and it hasn't happened and the time that you think it's going to happen, then you fall into the category now of trying to conceive, right? So then your mind is all over the place. And I find that that is the opposite of grounded energy, right? You're all in your head. So you're very up here, and you really want to take that energy and bring it down into your feet and the bottom of your body. And when you have that stable foundation, you have a very fluid and open energy in your belly, and that's really what you need to have. So I wanted to recommend the gemstones that I personally own. I want to give you the names of them so that you can maybe start to collect some of these on your own and use them to find that connection for yourself. So the overall benefit of all of these stones is that they will affect your female reproductive organs. They influence them in the positive way, in this way towards fertility that we're talking about. They all balance hormones, and then also obviously we said that they're all for fertility enhancement, for helping you to have a more fertile womb. So I hope this sounds exciting to you. It was totally exciting to me. My husband and I are trying to have a baby, and I was in my head. And when I remembered my stones, which is ridiculous because I have them all over the place, but I just didn't think of them specifically for this purpose. And it was kind of like a light went off. So I'm going to share my stones with you. Okay, so let's get started. So the first one I wanted to show you are the moonstones. So I'm going to show a bigger picture here, hopefully on the side. My moonstones. They're kind of like a milky white color. Some of them have like a tiny bit of iridescence, like a pearlescence to them. And they are translucent. These are my favorite. I really felt the difference when I started carrying these, and I felt softer. I felt softer when I was carrying these. I'm still carrying them. All right, next stone, carnelian. This carnelian, you know, you can get this. The ones that I picked out are orange in color. But they do come in yellow and more red tones and like a reddish brownish colors, and then I've even seen some that kind of look a little more pink. I carry the two of these together actually like every day, all day, as much as possible. the carnelian and the moonstone, because they just really resonated with me. They are resonating with me right now at this time. And then moving on to the next one, my favorite stone in the world is rose quartz. I actually have this rose quartz heart, which is the one I put under my pillow every night. Specifically when I'm not feeling the most loving towards myself, or if I feel heartbroken for some reason, that's when I use this. But actually, this stone brings the vibration of love to you, and I found that it was working really great for the trying to conceive process. Here's another example of that, of the rose quartz. You can see this one is like a lot more pink, and this one is right next to my bed. I love this stone. This is one of my favorite stones. Okay, next one. This one is jade. So if I'm sure you've heard of jade before. Jade comes in a whole bunch of colors, but specifically for fertility, the green jade, and in general, green stones are good for fertility, because again, we're tapping into that energy of new growth. Think of baby grass, you know, that green, fresh sprouted grass is indicative of the energy of creation, that new life. Okay, the next stone is aventurine, and it's a really awesome green color. I think of it, it really reminds me of moss. Kind of got like a little blue to it, like a greenish blue. I guess it depends on which moss you're thinking about, but and I have a couple of these type of stones. I don't know, you should be able to see from the picture that I show, but it's kind of got a little groove in it, and these type of stones are called worry stones, and that's because you can kind of fit your thumb right in that little spot and kind of carry it around with you and rub it, and I find them very satisfying, actually. One of the reasons I really like aventurine, and I'm kind of starting to feel drawn to this aventurine now, is it's got the combination of green and blue. I mean, it looks pretty green, but it's got a little bit of blue in there. And that blue to me is the ocean, the mother, the moon, and the combination of that new energy, new growth, and the vibration of the mother and the moon and the goddess, to me, is all inside of the aventurine. So it's a really awesome stone. And I haven't moved on to carrying this stone yet, but I'm feeling myself kind of getting pulled over to carry this more now and less of the carnelian. I'm still on that moonstone right now though. Okay, staying in the green. Malachite. This stone, I don't know what it is, but it stirs something deep in me. I usually feel something in, I want to say it's like right in my solar plexus area, maybe just above it, because this green does correspond to the heart chakra. I feel it just like a little bit below my heart chakra. When I'm holding it, when I see it, it makes my mouth water. I don't know what it is, really weird, but I love me some malachite. Malachite is really good for new beginnings. So let me show you this, which is amazing. Check this out. What? This stone is amazing. My husband bought this for me as a gift. I knew that I loved him. This was before he was my husband. This thing is beautiful. I can't even talk when I'm holding it. It's crazy. I love that. I love that stone. The egg, the fact that it's an egg and it's the malachite, new babies, eggs, new life. I've started meditating with that stone. And like I said, I started like kind of coming over to the malachite side because I hadn't done that before, but then it was calling me. It was over on my altar and it started calling to me, and so I started meditating with it, and it's just so powerful. Okay, my next, this is my second favorite stone. So rose quartz is my first, and my second favorite stone is fluorite. you can see that I'm kind of like a crystal junkie because I keep telling you these are my favorite. This is my favorite. But I don't know what this is just a beautiful stone. I love green, I love purple, I love pink, and this stone has all those colors in it. To prove to you that it is one of my favorite stones, check this baby out. I hopped this stone at a crystal show for an awesome price, and I'm mesmerized by it. Oh man, it's so beautiful. And I have that up in my room using a plate holder, so it kind of like supports it. But this stone is just so beautiful. I wish I could have a countertop like that. Wouldn't that be awesome? It's probably not strong enough. But that is fluorite, and fluorite is also kind of like embodying that whole energy again of the green, but the purple and bringing it up kind of higher into your chakras, and that manifestation of the things from nothing into something, you know. So again, that was moonstone, carnelian, rose quartz, jade, aquamarine, malachite, and fluorite. Those are the stones that I am personally using to increase, enhance, resonate with, connect with my own fertility. And I feel like using stones is just such a it's an easy thing to do. It's not going to interfere with any other fertility treatments you might be having or herbs you might be taking. It's just something, and the thing is, like, you want to just like see if it resonates with you. Like I was explaining earlier, I'm really into my moonstone and my carnelian right now, but I'm starting to move into the malachite because I'm kind of opening myself up to connect to that deeper part of myself and listening to find out like what really feels good to me right now. I recommend that you do that for yourself. And also, another thing I learned was that looking at pictures of the gemstones will also stir something in you. So if you see a picture and that gemstone, you just want to keep looking at it, and that's telling you that that stone is for you right now. So so how am I using these? When I say, you heard me say that I'm sleeping with my rose quartz under my pillow, but also I have a little pouch, and I put my stones in the pouch, and when I'm just at home, I just have it like tucked in my pants right by my uterus. People are not going to notice that I have a big bulge on my belly if I'm wearing my coat. So I've been doing that a lot. Also, if I have pants that have pockets, I will put the stones like deep in the pocket, more towards my belly, so that they can touch my stomach. Also, at night, before I go to sleep, I'm taking the stones out of the pouch and then laying them on my uterus area and holding my hands over top of that and breathing deeply and just kind of connecting to the stones and saying my affirmations and visualizing my baby and visualizing my body being strong and fertile, and then I fall asleep like that generally, and I wake up with the stones underneath me. But it's cool. Like I said, oh, maybe I didn't say that. My stones are beat up. My tumbled stones, like these guys, like these crystals, I'm not taking with me anywhere. They're sitting on my dresser or my table or whatever. But the smaller stones, I mean, they are kind of scratched up, a lot of them, because I put them, like I said, in my pockets. I'll put them in my boots. I'll put them in my socks. I'll take whatever it takes. I'll have them. They're all over the place. So a lot of them get kind of scratched up, and I don't really mind that because that's what I want to use them for. So, I mean, you can get, like I said, these little stones like this are, I don't know, maybe a couple cents, maybe a couple dollars, maybe $2. That's like a maximum. I think I paid a little bit more for these worry stones. I think they might have been like $10 or something like that. I can't remember because I've had them for a really long time, but they don't cost a lot. So But these babies, like this malachite egg, this dude was expensive. So I don't take him out very much. I carry around the tumbled stones all the time. So I really recommend doing that and keeping the stones with you, touching them, interacting with them, and just staying connected, staying grounded and in yourself, and using the stones to help you do that. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all I have for you today. So I hope that was helpful, and please, like I said, if you know anybody who's trying to conceive, let them in on this information. I found it to be so helpful, and I know that somebody else out there is gonna make use out of this information. And one more thing, I just want to remind you that I'm gonna turn this into like an infographic that you guys can download and print out and maybe put on your refrigerator, put next to your bed, just to remind you what stones to use and which ones you might, want to have on your shopping list. Okay, thank you guys for tuning into Aura Shift, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.